like 10 years. They been washing dishes. And the last 2 years, they moved him up to a fry cook. That man been there
Wow. You said
10
for 10
years.
years he's been washing dishes and now he got promoted to fry food.
About 2 years ago. Like, you been there 10, you supposed to be in a management position or something, bro. You been there 10 years. His manager ain't been there but 5 years. He trained his manager when they he trained his manager. He trained his manager.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like that.
You've been on fries. Oh, you've
I
been
know
washing dishes like you said, washing dishes for 10 years.
that.
And out of the 10 years, the 11th year, they promoted you to be on the fries and allowed to do fries.
Nah, out of the 10 years, like the 8th year, they promoted him to be fry.
For the 8th year, they made him be on the fries. But the
Yeah.
manager he has, he's the one who trained the manager. Isn't that the kind of stuff we talk about all of the time? Last
Yeah.
hired, first fired. We train our managers and our bosses, but we're never put into those positions ourselves. Anyway, family, yeah, the back office in order right now. I'm just gonna decrease, let the teacher step up and do what he was assigned to do. All praises. Get your notebooks and your Bibles and your ears ready. Chaazaq is in the building.
Shalom, shalom,
Shalom, shalom.
shalom, shalom, Yabashim Shah Barakatah, Yabashim Shah
Uh,
Martha, to
Yeah, you got it, King.
think am I all good?
You're
Somebody,
all good. You're all good. We can see you and hear you pretty good. If you need
okay,
to share anything, you got any links to share, um, you could probably hit me and put it in the chat, and I'll bring it up for you, or I can give you control so you can do it yourself as well.
Con,
So I'm gonna
con,
give you co-host right now. So if you got anything to share, you can bring it out, King. I yield.
con, con, so yeah, we got a lesson. Uh, it's titled through Indian Eye. All right, we all know what time we going through and what time is coming up. Basically celebrating, a Thanksgiving holiday, man. A wicked holiday that we shouldn't be celebrating. All right. But I just wanted to, dive in the topic a little bit and go through a little history about our so-called Native American brothers, man. Um, and I want to kick it off with Second Ezra 13 and 40. I gotta read it.
this is the book of Shalom.
Shalom, Shalom, King Yabashim Shabbat.
Yabashim Yashabakatah. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40, right?
Come.
Con. When you have it, say con.
Con.
Con. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and some came they into another land.
Come. So those are our 10 tribes, right? Which we would call what? The Northern Kingdom, right? The 10 tribes of Israel, right? And they was what? In captivity in Assyria, right? So this is the history of our Northern Kingdom brothers getting migrating, right, from one captivity to the whole another side of earth. Keep reading.
But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Where no man never dwelt, right? So it's they had a council and they said, man, we gotta get up out of here. We gotta get up out of this place. For what? So they can go over here and keep God's laws. That was their plan from the jump, right? And you know, we want to keep God's laws because what? It's in our spirit to keep God's laws, the Most High God's laws, right? So these brothers, these tribes came together and said, we're gonna go over here, and so we can keep God's laws, so we can get away from the enemy, right? That was the whole plan from the jump, right? Keep reading out.
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
All right, keep reading.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river. For the Most High then shewed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over.
So the Most High let them get there. He calmed the waters down, right? So they can get to where they want to go. Because what? We already know if you sincerely trying to keep God's laws, right? He gonna make a way for you, right? And that's what these brothers did. That's what these 10 tribes did. They made it, they wanted to go where no man is at to keep God's law. All right. Keep reading.
For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Ashureth.
Asherah.
Osiris, Salakia.
All
Verse 46. Then dwelt they there until the latter time. And now, when they shall begin to come.
right. So this is the as far as our brothers leaving that region to come over here, right? The 10 tribes, the so-called Native Americans, right? The so-called uh, 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 Puerto Ricans, so-called Mexicans, right? Right? This is the Northern Kingdom coming over here on this side of the earth, right? So from there, you can go to Deuteronomy chapter 33. I'm gonna start at 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33 and 1, when you got to say, Con.
God.
Con. And this is the blessing wherewith Moses, the man of Yahweh, blessed the children of Israel before his death. And he said, the Lord came from Sinai and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000 of saints. From
Right.
his right hand went a
All right.
fire.
Hey, Salaki, jump down to 20.
Verse 20. And of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad.
Right. So it say, blessed be he that enlarges God, right? God, once they made it over here to this side of the world, God what? Chose the best land. God got the best land, part of the land on this western side of the hemisphere, right? He got all the way North America, all the way down to South America. I mean, North, so-called Canada, all the way down to right the southern tip of North America. It say, "Blessed is he that enlargeth." God, you read.
Blessed he that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion, terroreth the arm with the crown of the head.
So that's Gad, right? Gad, the brother, our Gadite brothers, they had a ritual. They had if they was honestly sincere, they'd cut their hand and they'd make a blood pact, covenant with each other, right? And they'd shake hands, and they'll crown. So I can read that again. 20.
20. And of Gad he said, Blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion and teareth the arm with the crown of the head.
So he dwelleth as a lion. And one thing about God, right? That crown that he wear, those eagle feathers that he put on his crown, that's something that the prophecy say, like he dwelleth as a lion, right? And our brothers are Gadite brothers from the tribe of Gad, which is Israelites. They always adorn themselves, man, as straight warriors, right? You can never you can't see them being, kind of soft, man. Like kind of wearing, kind of going off. No, these brothers was warriors. These brothers was warriors, man. The Gadite brothers, man. Right? From that, let's go to Genesis 49.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49.
Now we're gonna start at verse 3.
When you have it, say, Con. Anybody with me?
God.
Con, Con. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength. The, the excellency of dignity and the excellency of power. So, like,
So that's another one of our tribes, man. Another our brothers, Reuben, right? Excellency of dignity, right? Uh jump down to 19.
verse 19. Gad, a troop, shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
All right, So where is Gad, right? This troop that overcame Gad, the tribe of Gad, our brothers, is what? The United States Cavalry, right? And it say that he shall overcome at the last. So this troop that overcame our people is another nation, right? A whole nother nation, like we read in Second Ezra 13. They came here where never no man dwelt. So how how can another nation of people discover a land, right, and call it theirs if they don't overcome another people, if it's people there? So throughout that's suspect right there, right? Lucky. Let's get um let's get Deuteronomy. I mean, let's get Genesis uh 40 49 and 3 again. You jump down to verse 3.
Uh, Genesis 49 and 3. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity and the excellency of power.
Con, So you got two tribes right here. You got Reuben and you got Gad, right? Now, Reuben, is who the firstborn, right? Excellency of dignity, All right, our Reubenites, right, our brothers, right? They they was the last, they was the only tribe that never gave up. Like they kept their dignity, they kept their honor. They didn't fight. I mean, they didn't give up. They kept fighting, right? And it's a cold thing, man, when you deal with Reuben, because what? Reuben didn't never give up. He kept fighting, right? Let's get that in. Let's get that in. Where it's at? Uh, let's get Psalms 55 and 20. Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. You with me up?
I'm with you. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20. When you have it, say, Con.
God.
He have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He have broken his covenant.
Right. So that's speaking about the damn devil, man. The people that came and tried to take our brothers over. The people that came and tried to take them over. It say he have put forth his hands against as be as such as be at peace with him, man. And he have broken his covenant. So these brothers understood that this man, this man is not straight up, right? And they didn't fall. They didn't fall for the okie doke. These brothers kept fighting and kept going. You know, they ain't just give up like that. Keep reading, King.
Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Mm.
Right. Yet they were drawn swords, man. They ain't fall for the okie doke. Our brothers from the tribe of Reuben, you know, and our Gadite brothers too. But Reuben had that what? That dignity, and he stood firm, you know, for however long he could, right? But that dignity and that not falling for the damn devil tricks, right? And understanding that okay, this man coming over here offering us this, right? And giving us this, saying that we can do these peace treaties. I got something for you right here, right? But at the end, he turn around and do something else. The Reubenites wasn't going for that, man. Let me read something out this book. It's called Through Indian Eyes, right? And it's a pull up Sirach 12 and 10.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and verse 10. When you have it, say, Con.
Uh,
Con, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
God, so never trust your enemies, man. This a book called through the eyes of the Indians, right? And I'm gonna read this chapter real quick. It's called Smallpox Winter, right? It say another product of the white man's world began to spread across the plains. Disease, pictorial calendar records known as winter counts, kept by Missouri River villagers, document 6 major epidemics between 1725 and 1802, with the first onslaught of smallpox striking the plains Indians about 1780. If even a single member of a village returned from a visit to another tribe or trading post with skin sores and high fever, the community was lucky if anyone was alive a few months later. So so that's going into the smallpox, man. And if we know our history, right? The white man used to give our Gadite brothers, our Seminole Indian brothers, blankets that had smallpox in it, and it just said they'll be lucky if one person survived that damn smallpox. All right, read that again in Second Ezra. All right?
Well, we was just in Sirach.
Yeah, Sirach, yeah, Sirach 12 and 10.
Khan, this is the book of Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Uh, and that should be a lesson for us, man. That should be a lesson for all of our people, man. So-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is to what? Never trust your enemies, all right? But I just brought this out for some history on our Gadite brothers, man, and our Seminole Indian brothers, man, Reuben and Gad. If anybody want to add, y'all can add. Um, right now you can jump to Hosea 11 and verse 10.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 11, and verse 10. When you have it, say, Khan.
God.
Huh,
They shall walk after the Lord. He shall roar like a lion. When he shall roar, then the children shall tremble from the west.
right? So yeah, so that side of the west, the children shall tremble from the west, right? All right. When our Northern Kingdom brothers came over here, they came from the east to the west. This part of the country, this part of the world that we on is called the West, right? What a the bulk of the Israelites will be in the last days. Our so-called Northern Kingdom brothers, right? You know, they got here first, and then we was brought here. So we in the West, right? He read,
He read?
yeah, come, 11,
Okay. Verse 11. They shall tremble as a bird out of Egypt, and as a dove out of the land of Assyria. And I will place them in their houses, saith the Lord.
come, yeah, come, man. We in that spiritual Egypt, right? Which is America, spiritually called Egypt, right? Let's go to Nahum 3 and 1.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3 and verse 1. When you got it, say Khan. Starting from the top.
Con.
God.
Khan, woe to the bloody city. It is
Right,
all
right,
full of lies and robbery. The
right,
prey
Khan.
departed not.
Salaki, Khan. Woe to the bloody city, man. This place that you call America, which is spiritually Babylon and Egypt, man. Woe to the bloody city. Destruction to this bloody city, man. All right, keep reading.
The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots.
Uh-uh. Man. Like this place is bloody, man. Get Numbers 35 and 33, y'all. It
This is
say
the book of
destruction.
Numbers, chapter 35. What?
Numbers 35 and verse 33.
Khan. You have it, say con.
God.
So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood it defileth the land, and the
Con.
land cannot.
So, Lucky, blood defileth the land. Like you shouldn't pollute the land with blood, right? Especially innocent blood. Especially if it ain't even your damn land to begin with. How is you gonna go to the land and start slaughtering people, man? You shouldn't do that, right? Blood, right? You should not defile the land with blood, right? Read.
I know that's crucial right now.
Uh,
For blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
right, right. So if you pollute the land with blood, guess what? The same blood that was shed, your blood got to be shed to cleanse it, man. Right? And we all know this. What goes around comes around. That's basic law, right? Revelations 13 and 10. It got to come back around, right? So this blood that we standing on, man, this polluted land. This polluted land that we standing on here in America, on this side of the earth, right? But guess what? The whole earth need cleansing. And how is it gonna happen? By what? People blood that that put their hands on the children of Israel throughout the whole earth, right? Let's get Habakkuk 1 and
Hey,
6.
Shalaki King, like you're bringing out, you know, this land is polluted, man, defiled. I mean, the amount of Native Americans that were killed, the genocide of the indigenous, so-called indigenous people, the numbers is really can't be counted.
Uh,
I mean, the atrocities that was done to man, women, children, young, old, it this place is polluted like crazy. And then on top of that, then with slavery, the amount of blood that polluted the land then as well. It's like they still hanging people today. 2024, brothers, sisters still getting hung.
uh,
I mean, we can't even really understand the amount of pollution this land really is, man. It's like this place is just defiled over and over. And the people that did it, their blood has to be shed. People don't want to hear that. They want to hear, hey, man, it happened in the past. Let's just forgive and forget. When they brought out and tried to teach critical race theory, they the people who did the atrocities, they were offended. They don't want to even be reminded of what their forefathers did, why they are so rich and wealthy today. They don't want to be reminded of the atrocities. They fought hard to keep critical race theory out of the schools. But guess what? They pushing agendas like boys could be girls, girls could be boys, right? They don't want to teach about the truth, but they want to teach lies. They want to teach that a boy could be a girl and a girl could be a boy. This is the wickedness of this nation, man. I yield, King.
God. And hell yeah, it's wicked as hell, right? And sometimes I be thinking, I be wondering, like, okay, like when is the truth gonna get taught, man? Like how America started or who built America, right? That's not gonna come off, right? But like you said, you know, you it ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna, you ain't gonna even be able to talk about nothing about the truth. Let's get that. Let's get John 38, John 8 and 32.
Hey, Shalaki King, I just want to read something real quick for you too. I know you
Come,
were gonna, yeah. This is genocide of the indigenous people. This is just a snippet of it, right? It says
come.
when European settlers arrived in America, historians estimated that there were over 10 million Native Americans living there. By the 1900s, their estimated population was under 300,000 Native Americans. Were subjected to many different forms of violence, all with the intentions of destroying the communities. In the late 1800s, blankets from chickenpox patients were distributed to Native Americans in order to spread disease. So they purposely rounded up all of those blankets, knowing that anybody who had chickenpox, that, you know, smallpox, Shalaki, that those blankets were given to people who didn't have it would get it and they would die. There were several wars and violence were encouraged. For example, European settlers were paid for each um, Pennasoc person they killed. They were paid for killing people, bro. That was a business. Imagine you get up and you're like, yo, man, I killed 20 yesterday. I want to outdo you today. The business, they were paid for killing the Native Americans, right? In the 19th century, 4,000 Cherokee people died on the Trail of Tears and forced marched from the southern U.S. to Oklahoma in the 20th century. Civil rights violations were common and discriminations continues to this day. That is crazy. They literally, I mean, of all of the things I read here, to understand that they created a business that was the purpose of the business, right? Today you go and you have a business plan for a business you're going to start. Their business plan was killing Native Americans. And the more you killed, the more you were paid. Think about that. They made it an incentive for everybody to pretty much, yeah, there's a good business. They paying to kill these Native Americans. I'm starting a business. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
yield.
dark. It is wicked as hell, man.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's unbelievable, man. The atrocities. A lot of us don't even understand the levels of wickedness that went down, man. Go ahead, King. I yield.
all right. I mean, like you said, yeah, it's levels to it, and though it's being the past, our people today, kind of really don't pay attention to that and look into the history and what happened. All right. So, with that, you can get Habakkuk 1 and 6.
This is the book of Habakkuk 1 and 6. When you have it, say, Con.
Uh,
Con, for lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which
right
shall
there, Shalakia. There you go. The Chaldeans, man. Damn Esau, Edomites, man. He gonna raise them up, right? And just like Ak was just bringing out, man. Just like he was just bringing out, man. Like the what he do, his nature, and what he came to do, and what he gonna do. He read.
and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs.
Right. There you go. The Chaldeans, the Edomites, man, that's gonna march up and down the land that is not theirs, man. Right? Anywhere he go. When he came from Mount Seir, when he came from the Caucasus Mountains, man, he gonna march up and down in a land that is not theirs, man. Read.
They are terrible and dreadful. Their
They are
judgment,
what? What you said? They what?
terrible and dreadful.
Terrible, man, and dreadful. That's the so-called white man for you, man. Right? Keep reading.
Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves.
All right. You keep
Their
reading.
horses, their horses also are swifter than the leopards and are more fierce than the evening wolves. And the horsemen shall spread themselves, and the horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as the eagle that hasted to eat.
All right. There you go. You know what I mean? And that's what they did on this side of the earth, man. Or on the whole earth, but mainly we just talking about Gad and our brother Gad and Reuben, man. Like they came from far. Our whole northern kingdom on this side of the earth came to what? Their main goal was to what? To come over here where no man dwelleth, right? Like Captain Yeshaya always say, man, damn white man always in the way, right? We can be trying to do our own thing, man. Here go the damn white man in our way. Right? They came to keep God's laws, man. But here you go. Here you go to Chaldeans, right? Esau coming to get in the way, coming as an eagle, right? And treading up and down your land. So boom, you know what I mean? Let's go to Colossians 2, Colossians 2 and verse 8.
A Shalaki King, don't want to keep bugging in. But
No, go ahead, somebody good.
man, brother, this thing is crazy, man. When you think about there were they said 10 million Native Americans they were there when they came on the land.
Huh.
And based on all of the wickedness that they did, there was about 300,000 left. That's less. That's less than 500,000 people, bro. So they literally murdered 9.7 million. That's 9,700,000 people. They slaughtered 9,700,000 because they started a business of murder. Bro, this is this is unbelievable, bro. This is and people want to hold hands and sing kumbaya together and don't believe the Most High is going to give them double for what they did. We should all just hug and cry and forgive the wickedness, the slaughter. This was 9,700,000 men, women, and children. They didn't care when they started the business to go out and kill. You're getting paid for killing Native Americans. They didn't care if it was a man, a woman, or a child. They didn't care if that woman was pregnant, right? If she had babies, that was just an easier target for them. That's how, man, people got to understand the murder that Esau, man, shedding innocent blood. This is who he is, right? This is his nature. I yield, King.
Uh, Yeah, and you know, that was it. You know what I mean? Like that's him. And what gets me, is like wondering why. Okay, it's I can understand if you celebrating something in your ignorance. You know what I mean? But once you really learn the reason behind it, that's something else, and that's kind of crazy. Let's get that Amos 5:21.
The book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. When you got it, say come.
Con.
Huh.
I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Right. Like, this Most High. He said he hate and he despise our feast days, man. He hate them. He don't want to smell them, right? Because what is wicked, man, right? Our people finna go what? Go cook, go put some ham on, go put a turkey on, some dressing, all kind of food, right? The Most High God said he hate it, man, because what? It's wicked, man. Like somebody just said, man, like it's a lot of death and it's a lot of blood, and most times you don't know what you're doing. Most of us, like we did it. We used to do it, right? Right, but it was unknowingly. You know what I mean? So now that we know that the history behind it, because a lot of our people don't know the history behind us Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. You know, we didn't know, but now we know, man. So now it's like, okay, where is you at? Like, you must be living under a rock or something if you don't know what Thanksgiving is about, especially the people in the history behind it, man. Keep reading, King.
Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast.
Right, right. He ain't gonna. He don't want to smell it. He ain't gonna regard it. Right. It's a bad smell in the Most High. In the Most High, like he don't want to smell it. Right. And I'm pretty sure we got family members that still partaking in dealing with the wicked holy days and the wicked holidays or whatever, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that, right? But is it is it's up to us, man, to break it down and to get our people to understand. Now, that's up to the Most High if he gonna open up their ears. That's a whole nother story, right? They get you to bring the kids over. It's just for the kids. We just cooking. No, no, it ain't no thin line, man. Right? And the food is sacrificed to idols. Go ahead, Al. Somebody gonna say something? What's that? Shamari?
Nah, I think Zadok unmuted.
Oh, so like, but yeah, man. Like uh, that was it. That was 22. Amos 5:22.
Uh,
Come.
that's 22.
But
That was 22.
oh, okay, come. So yeah, man. I mean, the 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 point of that is like, what is you really celebrating? Like what? Why would you celebrate the genocide of a people? You know what I mean? Like that's the point. And if brothers want to chime in, y'all can chime in. But that's my main question is, you know, why would you even want to celebrate that? I can see if you doing it unwilling, like unknowing. Like, okay, I don't know, but everybody just getting together cooking, right? But if you know that it's about the Native Americans and this is their land, they got slaughtered, and then it's a day to celebrate that. Why would somebody celebrate? That's just my question, brothers, sisters. If y'all want to chime in, and I don't know,
Salakia. Can you hear me,
like,
King?
Con,
Yeah, shalom, shalom. Yeah, to
Shalom.
chime in on that point, man. Leviticus 19:16.
Leviticus 19, verse 16.
Con.
This is the book of Leviticus 19 and 16 when you got to say, "Come."
Con,
We there?
con,
God, thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people, neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord.
See, yeah, the key point there is neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. You got to think about it. Thanksgiving is built on the bloodshed of our ancestors, our brothers and sisters, our people. And knowingly and unknowingly, our people are standing against the blood of our neighbors, of our people by celebrating this. You're condoning and congratulating that bloodshed, you know? You basically taking that blood and putting it on your own hands. Our people don't even understand that. A lot of our people don't, you know? And I just wanted to bring that out. You.
con.
Hey, Shalaki King, let me add to that too. Proverbs 6, and we could go from verse 16.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 16 when you got to say, "Come."
Uh,
These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and a heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brothers.
so you see, there's certain things God hates. People think God is all love. He don't hate nothing. He loves everything. You know, he loves the sinner, but he hates the sin. Could you find me that scripture? Nah, listen, man. And Esau is all of these things, right? He has a proud look. He has the lying tongue. He has that hand that shed innocent blood. You know, the thing that is bothering me out of the things that we read is the fact that they created a business out of killing our people, bro. You literally created a business of killing people. It doesn't matter the age. You kill them, we gonna pay you. This is hands that shed innocent blood. That's what they've always done historically. Look at how they have conquered nations. They didn't get it because of peace treaties. They don't keep their peace treaties. They'll sit with you to drink to the peace that they just signed on, but that wine is full of poison. They have done that many times, man. They sign the peace treaty and then slit your throat when you sit down to drink a toast to it. And heart that deviseth wicked imagination. That to create a business out of killing people, that's a wicked imagination. It don't matter how old they are. You just kill them. We gonna pay you. You could make so much money. You leaving generational money for your children. That's literally what they did. You know what 9,700,000 people look like? That's that's a lot of people, bro. That's a lot of blood. This land is defiled, totally defiled. Even before slavery begun, this place was defiled. Divide wicked imagination, feet that is swift the mistress. That's literally Esau, man. That's who these people are, man. False witness, speak it lies. They dis they sow discord among brethren. This is who Esau is, man. This is his heritage, man. And like you said, man, people really got to wake up to these truths. You think you coming together because you coming to give thanks to God. You coming for a family gathering. You could do a family gathering next Sunday. You could do it the following Sunday. You could decide to have a family gathering anytime.
Huh?
There's many wicked holidays that you could say, oh, you know what? Let's the family come together. Let's go see grandma. So it's not just a family gathering. You're doing it under the banner of millions of blood that was shed. Children, babies, women, millions. So no, don't say, well, you know what, I'm doing it for a different reason because see, I know who I serve. I serves a God, and turkey. I can eat turkey on Thanksgiving. It don't make me wicked. No, the symbolism of it. It's what makes it wicked. You don't have to, do it on Thanksgiving, man. Eating turkey is not bad. Turkey is clean meat. Yeah, go ahead, eat turkey anytime you want. But to say you coming together for Thanksgiving, no, you coming together literally, and you don't understand. You're celebrating the death of your own family. So yeah, man, I yield, okay.
Huh? 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 Yeah, and it's it's yeah, we coming to celebrate things that we don't really got that we really don't understand. Now, our job is to what? Is to inform our people and to teach our people, right? You know, all the feel good, we just coming together to gather and eat and it's family, right? But not knowing that what? You've been deceived. Let's get Colossians 2:8.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2 and 8. When you have it, say come.
Huh.
Uh,
Salaki on my phone. Real quick, my phone tripping. Okay. All right. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
So there you go, man. Like beware. Like beware that a man should not spoil you, man. Because what? You'll be spoiled if you dealing with these holidays, man-made holidays, right? And what? We got new moon coming up. We got Hanukkah coming up, man. You know what I mean? That's way better than celebrating the death of some people, the death and genocide of millions of people, man. Right? Our people, right? So yeah, we got new moon coming up. We got Hanukkah coming up. I wish you brothers, brothers and sisters, I wish y'all have, a good new moon and Hanukkah, man. Right? But not not to be deceived, man, by men. Okay. Uh, but yeah. So I'm gonna wrap it up with that. I'm gonna end it with that. Um. But yeah, all praise to the Most High Yahweh, about Shem Yahweh Shai. We in the class with that one. Anybody got any questions?
Good lesson, man. This is and the thing about it, right? The millions that have died, the number that I referred to was back then. Remember, this thing is still going on today with the natives, right? It's like with our people, and like there's so many atrocities that they have done and still continue to do, as the article said, to this day. It's crazy,
Uh, kind,
you know.
I like, especially yeah, with the reservations. On the res, like they still doing them dirty on the reservations, man.
Yeah, con. Even with the like there was a time where people were talking a lot about, how many women are missing. A lot of women were also missing from the native plantation. They were taking women, and the rape and the abductions were crazy. And that still is going on, still also in our community too, where a lot of our people are missing. Women, kids, all of that type of stuff is still going on, man. So yeah, we gotta kind of understand that, yeah, this stuff has not stopped. It's not like it happened back then and it never happened again. It happened in the 1800s. No, it's still going on today. These are
Uh,
things that are still going on to this very day. Are you okay?
uh. Yeah, Israel. Hope everybody was edified. We just gotta keep pushing and endure to the end, man. It's turning up. It's a lot of things going on. Prophecy coming to pass, man. Every day. I yield with that.
Con. So, yeah, if you want, you could pray us out, and unless anybody got anything to add, um, you know, um, feel free. The table is open right now. Bring a meal. Bring your dish out right now.
I know. I know it was plenty more meat that could have got added, but you know, it'll come out eventually. Lord's will.
Con. Yeah, so I guess nobody has anything to add to it. Yeah, go ahead and you can pray us out, and that'll be it.
Like, hey, select.
Con.
Are we all in? Pray us out.
I think Aria is on the job. He's on the plantation right now. Um, yeah, you might be on the plantation right now.
Like,
You could do you can do just in English, Matthew 6 and 9, the Lord's Prayer, and yeah, you can do it in English, so that's cool too.
huh. Uh, okay. All right, if everybody want to face the east, Sisters, cover your heads. Brothers, uncover your heads. Face the east. Do the Lord's Prayer. All right, so book of Matthew chapter 6, verse 9. It say, after this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
Man, Khan, all praises. Yeah, man. Very, very good information. So, yeah, fam, keep it to heart.
Uh,